got a lot of questions in, and there's also some in the chat box and the Q&A relating to crime. There's crime spillover into DuPage from Cook County. We've certainly seen crime rates going up. What can be done legislatively? I have multiple pieces of legislation that try to target some of these issues, and some of them not only relate to actually making sure that we've got enforcement of our existing laws and not tying the hands of our judges and not tying the hands of our law enforcement officers who are trying to actually go after and stop criminal activity. But we also need to really take a careful look at our state's attorneys. So, one piece of legislation that I have, I don't know if any of you have heard about Kim Foxx, but Kim Foxx is the Cook County State's Attorney. And Anita Alvarez, who was previously in that role, she actually was, trying to prosecute a lot of crimes. We've seen a different philosophy when it comes to Kim Foxx's office. Her felony review group is not approving prosecutions the way that they should. They're not even filing the motions for cash bail the way in which they should be filing them under current law. So that all has downstream impacts because when you really do start looking at the crime statistics, repeat offenders are disproportionately responsible for a large amount of criminal activity. And, so if you've got the repeat offenders and you're refusing to lock them up and, they're out there, they have the ability to go out and commit even more crimes. One piece of legislation that I filed, I think it's very interesting that the Democrats want to split up DuPage County. But when it comes to the Cook County State's Attorney's Office, so unlike, so even if you look at New York City, they don't just have a New York City DA's office. There's a Manhattan DA's office, a Bronx, Staten Island. All of the different boroughs have their own state's attorneys, so that or their own prosecutors, so that they can tailor things more locally based on situations on the ground. Well, why not take the existing judicial subcircuits in Cook and let them have their own, deputy state's attorney who can make these types of charging decisions, prosecution decisions, so that at the very least, people can feel more safe within their neighborhoods. So that's yet again another area where the Democrats are interested in carving up DuPage, but they're not interested in curbing the power of Kim Foxx, even if it means it's going to lead to more criminal charging and less crime overall.